Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to a back-to-back 4 specials today live for you. This time we're talking IonQ. In fact, we're talking all quantum computers today. As you can see from the report there, elevated volatility today. That should have come as no surprise to you whatsoever. We've been saying for 3 years that quantum computers are massively overbought, hugely overbought, and not just a little bit, insanely overbought. I've been saying for 3 years. Let me share with you some of the details on IonQ and explain why it's gone down today and why this has all of a sudden happened. So let me share with you IonQ. This is the IonQ information, right? So if you've just tuned in, please tap the like button. Thank you very much indeed. New subscriber to the music. That's awesome. Thank you very much indeed for that. We can raise millions of dollars for charity by you subscribing to our music channel. We really appreciate it. Okay, IonQ, what's going on there? Why is it down so much today? What is going on? Right, well, let me just make a couple of tweaks because I've got 4 shows going back to back today. I've never done this before. It's a bit of an experiment to see if I can actually do it. And I want to see if I can go from show to show to show as we become more and more news orientated and giving you a better service. I want to see if I can actually switch from one to the other. All right, let's have a look. IonQ, yes, all working so far, so we're good so far. Right, quantum computers. I've covered the earnings calls for quantum IonQ now for about 3 years, and every time I listen in, I always say the same thing. We are hearing from the people, that, the CEO, the CFO, and they're a bunch of scientists. They're like the mad scientists sitting in a laboratory, all talking great about quantum, like mad scientists. And it's great, no doubt about it. Quantum computers is the future. We need it in EVs, we need it in EVTOLs, we need it in data centers. It's amazing. But as we learned today from Jenson Huang, CEO, NVIDIA, we just basically confirmed what we've been saying for 3 years. Essentially, it's years and years and years away. So what does that mean? It means today all quantum computer stocks crashed. They went down as much as 50%. And I've been saying forever, please do not buy this. It doesn't make any money. It's got a good balance sheet, this one. It holds some cash, but it's just basically a bunch of scientists sitting in a laboratory messing around. It's not a business. Now, you're going to go, they're not messing around. They're producing quantum computers. Well, yeah, they're producing quantum computers, but they're saying it's down the road. It's not down the road. It's years and years away before this really makes any money for the business. In other words, you as the investor. So people don't listen. Same as Palantir. That's crashed today because that's 200 times earnings. No one cares. They just keep buying. They just keep paying more and more for it. Like I often use the statement: Would you pay $50 for $500 for a can of Coke? Well, you understand that. It makes sense, right? But a lot of people don't care about that. They just keep buying it. And that got out of hand as well. Now, IonQ has been absolutely destroyed today. I still would not be buying this. I do not care that it's 50% down or was 50% down. This is ridiculous. If you're buying it again now, whoever bought it down at 50% today to trade it, remember, you're going to pay tax on that. It's pointless. You want to own quantum as a future business, not just as something you're trading in 5 minutes. You want to own it as a business, and there's no point owning it. It's worth at best $8. And let me explain to you why. If we look over here at the actual information of the company, if you look at it here, its profitability is F. Fail, 0, no money, doesn't do anything. Momentum, revisions, yeah, everyone's talking about it. It's getting in the press, everyone's excited about it. But growth is C+, down from B-. It's actually growing less. Valuation, B-, down from B+, and down from B. It's actually going down. It's going the opposite. Do people care? No, they just keep buying it regardless. Well, now you're losing all your money. I try to tell people. Market cap, $10 billion. Short interest, 14%. I've had people tell me today, well, it's going to get a short squeeze. No, it's not. Doesn't have the volume, doesn't have enough short interest, but that doesn't stop people from believing it's going to have a short squeeze. Absolutely not. It's absolutely ridiculous. No forward PE because it's losing money. In fact, the EPS, earning per share, is negative. Who wants to buy a business that's losing money? especially when you're paying 400 or 500 times the price it's actually worth. Absolutely bonkers. All right, let me show you the number here. IonQ. I remember when Peru came onto my show to try to manipulate and get us all to buy IonQ. He was basically working for an agency promoting stock that needed promoting. That's what they do. And he came on my show and he tried to influence me. In fact, the big screen you see, he bought the big screen. He paid for that this TV just here, about $400. He sent me the money to buy that in hope he could corrupt me and get me to say what the things that he wanted me to say. And I told him to bugger off because you're talking rubbish. IonQ is not a business, it's a product. And the product is years and years away. It's like saying, you know, we've invented, I don't know, flying skateboards or something like that. It's just from Back to the Future. Anyway, look at this. This is the intrinsic value. This is actually what IonQ is worth. I said $8. I was being generous. $2.10. People just paid $60 for it. Who the hell did that? People did. They wouldn't listen. Anyway, if we go down here and we look at the actual balance sheet, you can see the revenue has increased 37 million. Not even a drop in the bucket compared to the valuation it was being given. Absolutely silly. Operating income is down 209%. Net income is down, is negative 171 million. Does that look a business to you? No, it's a product. It's simple product. Look at the assets. 479 million in assets. All cash. Look at that. It's a bit like DJT. Just basically a bunch of scientists sat in a laboratory making computers without a business. It's just cash. Now they will tell you, because they know how to manipulate people, they'll tell you it's a great business. We've got a great balance sheet. You got some money, I'll give you that. And you've got a product, but you haven't got a business. You're years and years away from being able to make any money from this. Now, Jenson Huang today, the CEO of NVDA, because don't listen to me. You've been buying it like crazy. Operating margin down, net margin down, FCF margin down. Everything about this is not a business at all. And I've been saying it. Boom, 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 down, down, down. No one listens. Now, this is what everyone gets excited about. They look at the basic term of the solvency and go, well, it ain't going to go bust. Well, I'm not going to go bust, but would you give me $1 million? What? I can't return it. I can't give you an increase on it. All the profit goes to me. I haven't got shareholders. I'm not giving my money away. All right, 81% solvency. It's not going to go bust, but it's not going to go anywhere either. Not for years. Profitability, 31. Anyway, today, Jenson Huang has come on. He's doing interviews on CNBC, telling everybody that we are years away. And when we say years, we mean 10 or even 20 years away from IonQ, quantum computers, making any money. They're not businesses. They are products. And when Amazon invested in this, it paid pennies for its shares. It was literally a penny stock. And then, of course, quantum sounds sexy and rock and roll. We got people like Peru going around. This is Peru, by the way. In case you're wondering who Peru is, he's a guy going around telling everybody, he's actually works for an agency promoting products, getting YouTubers to say stuff, except I won't do it. This was Peru when he was being nice to me before I found out he was corrupt.
Currently, your channel is something unique that I like about, because you're helping people. You relay excellent information and real information and no hype at all. That's why I like your channel.
There you go. That was Peru. And when he realized that actually I wouldn't go along the bandwagon and promote stuff that made no sense, he started then getting rude and threatening. I told him to bugger off, take your money somewhere else, which he did. And now he's conning other people. But anyway, IonQ, let's reiterate, Jenson Huang delivers. Yes, he's a rubbish entertainer wearing silly jackets and insults the audience at CES, but a great CEO nevertheless. He delivers the product. NVIDIA is a real business, and he has told you, and if anyone knows about quantum computers and AI, it would be Jenson, right? I mean, if you're going to assume that Jenson doesn't know what he's talking about, you might as well go and ask your cat, get some better advice. But Jenson said this is years away, at least 10 years away. So the moment he said that, down went all of quantum stocks, not just IonQ. This is just one particular that we talk about, but there are many. Do not buy it. This is not an opportunity. Now, some of you will say, yes, it is. It's down 50%. It's now down 37%. So, you know, I've made myself some money, right? Well, not really, because you're buying a stock only worth $2, and a real investor will tell you that's a very dangerous thing to do. And when we get the earnings reports and these still not deliver, they'll go down again. You know, all of this rallied when Donald Trump was announced to be the winner of the election. Everyone got excited about the future. Donald Trump is not going to fix quantum computers, Bitcoin, XRP, everything else. It's not humanly possible. I don't care whether he's Superman or flipping anybody. It ain't going to happen, right? So again, IonQ, great product. Great scientists, well done to you. You got some money, congratulations, but you're not a business. You weren't a business, you're not a business, and you're not going to be a business for at least 10 years. That doesn't mean to say the stock isn't going to go up. People will buy anything these days. It doesn't matter. If you make it sound sexy enough and you get someone to talk about it enough, somebody will buy it, and no one will really care whether there's value there or a business at all. And ultimately, you'll end up all down the toilet. Anyway, that's quantum computers for you. That's IonQ. Please tap the like button. I hope you like this and consider subscribing to the channel. We've got 2 more live events coming up today. We're back-to-back news items. What's coming up next? Well, what's coming up next? We are going to California. Crash to Boom was the first one. I bought right at the very bottom there today. Told everybody that this was a nonsense. Everyone was waiting for the minutes. God knows why. We all know what's in the minutes. We just don't physically see them until today. And everyone's going, oh, so it wasn't as bad as it thought it was. Well, no, because we heard from the FOMC report, which is basically what's in the minutes. But now everybody goes, but the minutes are coming out today. We need to wait for the minutes. So everyone waited for the minutes, drove the market down. I bought at the bottom. I bought some more today. And now we're up again. And now I'm going to be up even more. I love when people sell their shares to me. We spent 4 hours this morning talking about macro conditions. And, there it is. Poor man to rich man followed instructions and sending invite. That's great, but I can't accept it because you're not a YouTube member. You do not have a badge next to your name. If I put Sensei Crypto on the show, look, he's got a badge. See the little yellow star in the chat? He's got a little yellow, he's got a badge, and he's got a yellow star. That's because he's a member of the channel. You're not a member of the channel. And if you want to become a member of the channel, I can upgrade you, give you all the free training, all the exclusive content, and so on and so forth. But you're not a member, you don't have a badge, so I can't do any of those things. If you want to become a premium customer and pay for Discord, you can do it that way, but I can't give it you for free because you're not a YouTube member. All right, the next event, we're now going over to California. We're going to California. California's burning. This is a disgrace, an absolute disgrace today. This should not be happening, but it is. Why is it happening? Well, we're going to discuss it live now on the show. Upcoming live stream. What's next? Why is California burning? Let's have a look at it. Here it is. That's coming up next. Then we've got the big debate, good or bad, is Elon Musk a supervillain or superhero? That is at 2 o'clock. Back-to-back live events. Here's event number 3. We've done Crash to Boom, I was right. We did IonQ, down 50%, I was right. And now, nothing to do with me being right or wrong, we're now going to discuss California. Why is it burning today? Should this be happening? And some very alarming statistics. You cannot afford to miss it. So here we go. I'm going to give you the link to this one. It'll automatically take you there. This is Why is California Burning? Let me give you fires in California. Next. There is the fires in California. Pin the message to the top. There it is. You've got that there. And I'm now going to redirect you to this next live event. Redirect to California. Why is California burning? That's it from me. Now join me. I'm going to be back in 30 seconds, no more than 30 seconds, for Why is California Burning? That's our next event. Join me for that. I'll see you right there. It's a very sad day for those and it's involved, and it's completely and utterly avoidable. Why is it happening? You're about to find out. Till then, take care of yourselves and each other.